Figure out what it is that you need to do in order to truly feel good instead of chasing the feeling of feeling good. Go grab your tea, your coffee, your coconut water, your wine, whatever you need. Sit down. Let's chat. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get straight to the point. We need to talk about the red flags of yours that you're ignoring, your bad habits, okay? We wanna be great. 2025 is about elevating, you guys. Elevation is key. So let's talk about number one. You keep making excuses for yourself. You keep making excuses. Trust me, I get it. Sometimes, I'm a mom, or I just don't have enough time in the day, or I'm tired, I'm not getting enough rest. All these can be excuses. But then I'm not about to sit here and wonder why I haven't gotten to where I wanted to get to. Sometimes you gotta suck it up and get with the program and just do it. You gotta work through the pain. No pain, no gain. I hate to say that, but sometimes it really is real. There's no more, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start next week. Just start right now. I feel like a lot of us do this, especially when it comes to like weight loss, eating right, doing things when it comes to like your overall health. I feel like that is one of the biggest phrases that is said. I'll start tomorrow. That could be with your business, but like I said, for me, I feel like it's a lot with health, because sometimes you just want to feel like you're starting off a new week fresh. Start that bad boy today. Start eating right today. Stop eating the cake, stop eating the cookies, stop eating the chips, stop eating the processed foods today. Yeah. And when you be like, okay, well, I'll start tomorrow, it's just because you want to have one last go, but that one last go turns into 2 or 3 or 4 or never, and you still doing it and still doing it and still doing it. This applies to the businesses too. This applies to whatever you want to do. I'm just using health as an example, but stop making them excuses. All right, number 2, you feel drained. People are draining you of your energy, but you stay. Oh Lord, clock the T, hunty. I ain't got no nails, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just because they're your friend, just because they're your family member, no, that does not count. If it takes your energy, if it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. Period. I mean, there really isn't much to say. Cut them people off. Forget how they feel. Oh, you switched up. Why aren't you hanging out with me? Blah, blah, blah. For you and how you feel energetically, it ain't right. Cut it out. Period. Number 3, you're struggling to keep your promises to yourself. Now, it sucks because there's a lot of us that will keep promises to other people. Oh, I don't want to disappoint them. I don't want to let them down. I want them to feel like somebody's always there for them. You got to be that person for you. Who else is going to do it for you? Most of the time, a lot of us will feel like we're giving that energy and it's not reciprocated. It starts with you, honey. It starts with you. If you want these people to treat you like that, you got to treat yourself like that, baby. Think about it like this. You promise your child, even if you don't have a child or children or whatever, you promise that you're going to do something. I know for me, I promise him something, I'm doing it, period, point blank, no questions asked. Do that to yourself. Promise your inner child something. Oh, I'm going to do that for you. And make sure you do it. Do you want to disappoint your inner child? Ain't nobody more important than yourself. I'm telling you. Number 4. Your house, your car, wherever you are at, is dirty. It's chaotic. It looks like a tornado done ran through there. That's a reflection of your mind. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. The way you keep your house, your car, your closet, your office, your desk, whatever it is, the way you keep your stuff is how you keep your mind. So if you're living in a junky house, your room, your bed is unmade. I mean, I know about letting your bed air out, but your space is just cluttered. That's what you're doing to yourself. You have to declutter your space. to declutter your mind. Get to organizing. So all in all, your surroundings is a reflection of how you feel internally most of the time. Now, number 5, this sucks because the America we live in, ghetto baby. So I get it, but you're always stuck in survival mode instead of evolution mode or growth mode. I mean, eggs, when I just went to Costco, the big batch of eggs used to be maybe $8, $9. That thing is $21 now. So trust, I know we all out here getting it, making sure that we keeping our family fed, our bills paid, whatever we need in this economy because it's just horrendous. But you have to take a step outside of that and stop thinking on the survival mindset and think about how can I exceed this space, this circumstance. Because if you stay in that mindset, that's where you're going to be at. And you don't want to be there. That can end up causing a lot of depression because you feel like you're not getting anywhere. You feel like you're stagnant. You have to get out of survival mode. I don't care what it takes. Go to therapy. I advocate for therapy every time. Go to therapy, y'all. Talk to somebody about it. But get up out of there. No more just reacting to life. No more woe is me. Life is happening to me and not for me. Things in life happen for a reason. I'm a firm believer in that. Regardless, it's a tough lesson that needs to be learned. I feel like everything is done for our best self, our highest self. And like I said, those lessons can be tough. The feeling can be hurtful. But we have to use these as stepping stones to grow, not just to survive. Number 6. A lot of people aren't going to admit it, but I'm going to hit you with it. You're jealous of other people's growth and success, especially your friends. Oh, I don't know who gonna admit it. But I know we have all sat there and was like, well, I'm happy for them, but why them? Why not me? What am I doing wrong that I'm not at the spot that they're at? I mean, we went down the same path, blah, blah, blah. We went to the same school. We took some of the same classes. How did they get all the way to Z while I'm still at B? How do they have this big old house while I'm still living with my mama? Trust, we all have it. We've all done it in some sort of way. And it may not be intentional. Most of the time it isn't. But it's just like, sometimes you just feel like, where are you going wrong? And that's a sign that you need to realign and work on yourself. There's no reason for you to be jealous or envious of anybody else. Your journey is your journey. Now, there might be something along your journey that is in your gut saying, this don't feel right. And I'm gonna say this, if it don't feel good, it ain't God. I'm gonna put it that way. If it don't feel good, you're not feeling God right now. So if you feel like you forcing a path just because you see somebody else having success down that path, but it don't feel right to you, don't force it. Don't force it, because nothing's going to come out of that for you. It's not. You have to be in your own lane. You have to be doing something that you feel good doing. Because that's where success and happiness and peace comes. It doesn't come from you trying to chase the clout, from you trying to chase everybody else's dreams, chasing everybody else's success. It doesn't come from that. You just over here chasing your tail and not getting nowhere. You have to take your journey for what it is, enjoy your journey, and do what feels good to you. Because your friend, they might be doing something that was good for them, and that's why they are where they are. And for you trying to take those same steps, but you genuinely don't really care for that path. That's why you are where you are. Look, we all had to learn this somehow. It might not be in that exact way, but you've had inklings of, this just ain't right for me. they're doing great, what am I doing wrong? I want you to sit there and figure out if what you're doing wrong is you chasing somebody else's path or somebody else's dream or following somebody else's trend. Figure that out first. And once you figure that out, sit with yourself and figure out what feels good to you, so you not having to feel that way and look envious or jealous of anybody else and what they got going on, because you finally know what you're about to have going on. All right, number 7, you're always waiting for the right time. Oh, well, once this happens, once I get this job, once I get this amount of money, once I get this house, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be sad. I'm going to feel this way. I'm going to feel that way. Look, you waiting, the time is never going to come, because it's always going to be something else. Well, once I get this equipment, then maybe I'll start. Don't do it. If you want to be a YouTuber over here, oh, well, once I get this camera, girl, you better start using your phone. You got to start somewhere. If that's what you genuinely want to do, you just start wherever you're at. Then it will come. You're not waiting for it to come so you can start. It don't work that way. It's the law of attraction. The universe works in a way where if you already doing the work, the universe gonna keep giving you the supplies that you need. You can't wait for the universe to give you the supplies that you need for you to start doing that work. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You have to do the work. Like I say all the time to some people, prayer without works is dead. Because you over here, and this is for the church folk, the people that's religious. I'm not religious. I'm gonna just put that on the floor for y'all. But the people that are religious, like, oh, just pray about it, just pray about it, just pray about it. Praying is cool. Praying is cool. But what you doing to get there? You don't pray and that's it. It's not how it works. Please don't let these people fool you. You go to church and you see people praying their hearts out, giving their last dollar to the church. And then they go home and sit there and like, well, I prayed. I gave my tithes. It's coming. And then you still see them struggling to pay their bills. There's work that has to be done. There's work that has to be done. And last but not least, number 8. This might be real triggering to somebody. Let that substance go. Whatever substance it is, let it go. Just don't run to no liquor, to no weed, to no cigarette, to no hookah, to no mushrooms. Stop running to substances to try and change how you feel about your external environment and how you feel about yourself internally. That is a terrible habit to have, because don't you know that every time that high, that tipsiness, that vibe goes away, you back where you started. You back feeling the way you were feeling before you had whatever substance it was. Do not run to that substance. Sit with yourself. Meditate. Get therapy. And really work on the root cause. Because these substances aren't doing anything but low key. When I was smoking, it would elevate everything. So I don't know. Weed is different for everybody. But wherever I was feeling, that feeling was elevated. I'm feeling bad. I'm through the roof. Anxious. And, I don't want to hear weed is natural, blah, blah. Not this weed that they growing in these dispensaries. No, boo-boo. And then most of y'all ain't even using it for its medicinal properties. You're using it to get high anyways. Stop it. Stop it. Stop drinking. Stop smoking. Shoot. Be celibate. Because that having sex is a drug within itself. You chasing around for some man or some woman. For what? To run away? To just escape the realities of life? No. Get real with life. Get real with yourself. Figure out what it is that you need to do. in order to truly feel good instead of chasing the feeling of feeling good. Do what you need to do to get there internally so you can always have that peace. This stuff is real. You have to be accountable. You have to be accountable. And I know it may not be the easiest thing. It's always easier said than done, right? But take baby steps. Things are more intimidating when you over here talking about doing things cold turkey. I get that. Take baby steps if you need to. You can do it. You can do it. But you have to be accountable. You have to be honest. And you have to start now. But anywho, that is all I got for this video. And until next time, peace, love, and light. I am out.